Happy Monday, everyone. It's Monday, and I hate Mondays because I have to go back to work. But this Monday, I have such a wonderful feeling of accomplishment. I had my mother, my daughter, and my granddaughter over for a late brunch yesterday that turned out fantastic. Now, I used to be an activity director for long term care. So, planning an event, you are planning from A to Z, colors, theme, food that go along with that. So, my theme was lemonade. You know, the old thing, life gives you lemons, so you make lemonade. Well, with that, sometimes people give you a gift that's like sugar that makes those lemons sweeter. And my mother helped me with my buildings, and so I wanted to let her know how appreciative I was. Is that a word? I'm not sure. I appreciated and have enjoyed the gifts that she has given me. So I did a complete four-course setting, something that people have lost. Hi, girls. You think I'm eating now? See, let me see if I can show you the girls here. We were right here where the chickens are. This little fence separated us from our lunch. They came up. We could throw little scraps as we were eating, and my mother just really thought that was awesome. But sitting here in summer, I made sure we were under the catalpa tree. And what I did was I made certain that the time frame that they were going to be here and the length of our service, where was going to be the shadiest, the safest, and where we could enjoy the chickens while we had our brunch. And this was the perfect area, right underneath my catalpa tree. And I'm going to tell you something. We did have a rain shower during our brunch. No one panicked. I went and got an umbrella. We were sitting under this tree. We were all soaked, but we weren't soaked to the bone, which means these tree leaves actually protected us. Of course, my citronella candle, yeah, that didn't work because it rained on it. So when I was planning this, and I think that a lot of people who are planning a small get-together or even a large get-together, there are certain things that you want to provide for your guests in that area. For example, a citronella candle. Very important, but of course it didn't work out well. But something else that I provided was Skin So Soft. I had it out here with hand wipes and paper towels, so that way you could apply it to you, because we do have ticks and mosquitoes and biting flies. We have it all out here. And so that actually came in handy. My mother and I were taking a tour. My daughter came back to feed the baby, and we come back, she meant the mosquitoes are biting. I said, well, right here. And so I pulled out the Skin So Soft, and my mom lit up. She's like, yeah, let me have some of that. So that was a great thing to have here at the table setting for such an event. And so I did warn them of ticks and also other animals, bugs, so on and so forth. So that was one thing. Now, if we were going to be out in the sun area, I would have provided sunscreen. I think that's very important. If you're going to have guests, they may not have thought about it when they left home. Maybe they were trying to get all their troop ready. So have those things available for your guests. Now, in the wintertime, maybe have hand warmers or toe warmers, maybe pass out chapstick to everybody. You know, those elements that they're going to be in while they're at your get-together. Now, let's talk about something that I know I have not seen in years, and that's people putting out relish trays. I call it the conversation course, because you all sit down, you're nibbling, you're picking. You know, my mother there was one time where you had to have 7 relishes on this tray. I ended up with 5, I think. Let's see, what did I serve? I had pickled asparagus, baby ear corn, I had green olives, black olives. What else did I put out? I put out something else, and it's escaping my little mind here. I also put out some pepper jelly with some little rye bread so that you kind of had a carb with that. I know I put something else out and I can't remember what it was. But anyway, the conversation um, course. And so what I did was, since my whole theme was lemonade, um, I bought this serving tray right here. I got it at Goodwill for $4, and it's a really well built one. So I didn't think that I was going to waste my money, because I will put this in, and I'll tell you what I did with all my service stuff. So what I did was I bought the measuring cups that were at Dollar General, and they're little lemons. You have cup, half cup, quarter cup, and whatever else. I don't know. So anyway, what I did was I filled those little cups, and then I had a few more little things that I had to use, and I had a relish tray. Now, I didn't have the relish and the corn, what was it, the chow chow that Mom mentioned. I didn't have those things, but I did do it correctly. And so I had little fancy toothpicks with little balls on the ends of it, and I had my little napkins in there. So we had our conversation course. Now, my second course was the salad course. I did a small spinach play on a Caesar salad in a bowl, and then I put a deviled duck egg in that bowl. Also, what I served with the salad course. Let's see. We had the deviled duck egg, we had the salad, and then we had a few other little things with our salad course. Man, the memory today is just horrible. So once we cleared out of our salad course, we went into our main course. And what I did was I made a vegetable quiche that really accented my eggs. Now, when you do an all vegetable quiche, you don't want to do the creamy egg in there, because it won't hold up with the vegetables when they start to lose their moisture. So what I did was I just used straight eggs with my vegetables, and I cheated. I didn't make the crust. I agonized over it because I knew that you should make your own pie crust. It's very easy to do, but I just didn't. So I did buy a pie crust, but I had a coupon for it, just saying. And I did use the rollout pie crust. I wasn't really, it didn't really come to the measurements that I really wanted it to. So I probably won't do that again. I know there's another one in there, and I'll probably make something crazy out of it. But make your own pie crust. Or buy the frozen ones, because those tend to work out better. I do not like the rolled out flat. They might as well be a crust tortilla. I don't know. So anyway, we had our vegetable quiche, which had all kinds of vegetables. It had Parmesan cheese and mozzarella cheese in it, because I wanted to keep it lighter, because I really wanted to showcase my eggs. Also on that, I made stuffed mushrooms. And the reason I made a stuffed mushroom was because we normally want that sausage or bacon with our eggs. So I did a stuffed mushroom with my sausage blend that turned out fantastic. So there was a parcel of meat on that course. It was a really basic course, but how good it was. So what else we had? I had fresh fruit out. Something else was our dessert course. I did go and have a cake baked, and when I did that, I had 4 cupcakes made, and I also had cookies. So I also had a little more of a sweet treat, and they were good to put in their gift bags. That's something else that I think when you do a themed dinner like that, you grab a themed bag, and I found lemon shopping bags at Dollar General. So I went ahead and grabbed 2 of those. I put in like lemon flip-flops from the Dollar Tree and some lemon candy. And so when they left, they also got extra added things to their bag. Obviously, the cupcakes went in. I gave my daughter some of the cookies. I could have sliced up the cake. And at Dollar Tree, they have great carry-out containers. I got some of those, and I used those, and they were just fantastic. Now my mother, I gave her a dozen eggs. That's all I had left, because I did sell a lot of eggs last week. So when you're doing a themed party, just remember those little things, like making sure that you have insect repellent, sunscreen, or in the wintertime, some hand warmers, some chapstick, something like that that will make your guests more comfortable and they won't get afflicted by the weather and elements. But always have an umbrella handy because I did have to run down and get an umbrella. Our plates were absolutely soaked, but we sat here and the baby got in her little covered thing and we rode it out because I knew it wasn't going to last long. You could look at the sky and tell that it was just little summer rains. But we had a great time, and I just feel enriched today. So it's not really a bad Monday except for that I have to go back to work. Now I want to show you some of the things I found on closeouts and reduced at Kroger the last time I went. The first thing, these bags. Okay, $2.49. They're normally $4.99, so it was $2 off, which is still a good price. 30 bags, and this is what they are. They're a little thinner than the black bags we would normally buy. They have the ties, and they're, like I said, they're a little thinner than the ones that we normally use, but you can never have too many garbage bags because you always know when you've run out of garbage bags and you're like, oh my gosh, I've got the garbage empty, my garbage can's sitting there. So I always grab a pack when I see them on reduce. It's always a good deal. Now there was one time when they had like this huge thing of Hefties. They were normally like, I think $14.99. They were down to $7.99. I had a $2 coupon, so for $5.99 I got a $15 product and garbage bags that last quite a while. So great find. Now this find I think is awesome, and I'm just telling you, I think it's awesome. Okay, these are the Royal pouched rices. All you gotta do is heat them up. They're already cooked, so on and so forth. I like these anyway. I like to keep them in my duck and chicken barns. So if I notice that someone's not getting enough food, I can pop one of these open, add a little water just to make sure that they are hydrated properly so they don't hurt my birds. But I love having these. These are gonna go up into the secondary barn, so that way if I don't transport rice up there for the babies, guess what? We've got some up there. All I gotta do is pull them out, open them up, and I will add a little water to them just to make certain that they are hydrated enough. These were 75 cents a pack. There were some that were cheaper. There were some that were a little more. But this one is the white basmati rice, and it was 75 cents a pack. I ended up getting 2 cases of it, 2 cases of 6, which was 12. So I bought 12 of them. They're going to go up into the food storage for the chickens up in the new barn. So those were a couple of the finds that I found. Just go to your rice section and you're going to see this Royal brand. And they had all 4 of them on closeout. Of course, the prices were different. This was the last of the cheaper ones, and I got all of them. Of course, the ones that were 64 cents were gone. The ones that were 34 cents were gone. But you know what? I gave 75 cents a piece for these, and they might be life-saving. We don't know. They might come in so handy that they'll be worth every bit of it. You all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. Stay safe. And always have a relish tray or something like that when you do a service. I think it's important. I wish I would have taken a picture so you could have seen our incredible service, or a video throughout it so you could see each course as I planted it on this little table, and we just had a ball. Hugs from a distance. Blessings to all. Bye.